Yo, it's Vader. Hey, I just came across an interesting set that I got in the mail, and I wanted to share it. It's just I hadn't seen it before, and they're not really valuable, but it's one of those things where I could definitely see some people thinking that this is pretty cool. It's just they're unaware. So I was on eBay, and I was looking to have. I just want one Josh Gibson card in my collection, and you know, like a playing days one, like that doesn't exist. There's that one that's that's a crazy card, and there's not that many of them. So mostly you're looking at through the 70s and then maybe 80s for any cards, and those have actually become really expensive. And so I came upon this card, and I was like, that's interesting, and it looked like it was oversized, which I've been getting more interested in since I've been watching some, John Mangini posting bigger cards on his channel. Great stuff. And I reached out, I go, how do you store those? And he just responded, big boxes. So yeah, I don't have much to hold these things, but I saw this Gibson and I wanted it. So I ended up winning the lot, and it was super, super cheap. And it wasn't that there was a ton of these online. I couldn't find many. So I don't think it's like there's a ton of them out there. But here's what it is. These are called 1985 Decathlon Corporation. And there's a couple things, let me move this up a little bit. There's a couple things that are kind of neat about this. So this is large compared to, let's say, a normal size card. That's what it looks like there. These are larger, but what's kind of, what I think is pretty cool is there's some historical stuff going on with this card. Number one is actually the artist of this. The artist is Gehrig. And Gehrig actually painted arguably Mickey Mantle's best looking card. I think there's a lot of people that will say the 56 and others will say the 53, but he's the one that actually painted the 1953 Mickey Mantle, and he did this set. So when I bought this on eBay, it's a 15 card set. I got 14 of the cards. The whole lot was like $10, and it came with a bunch of weird cards. I'm going to throw this in, not that it's relevant, I just thought it was funny. There was a Barry Bonds rookie in the lot. A couple of weird early 80s cards that I don't really need. There's a Phil Negro, Thurman Munson, which was, kind of cool. I already had it. And Eddie Murray. Just weird odds and ends. And it had two actually pretty clean Rod Cruz, which I thought was cool. But anyway, that was all that. It was that and 14 of this 15 card set. And to me, the big one is the Josh Gibson. There's just not much to be had out there, but I thought it was cool. The same painter who did the 53 Topps Mantle also did this whole set. So here we have that. Also, cool cards in the set. I thought this was pretty cool. Right, this is Moses Walker. It's actually credited as being the first African American player in Major League Baseball. So he played 42 games in the major leagues in 1884. They consider it a major league team. So that's pretty cool. You're not going to find a lot of that stuff that's out there. And then you have more of your normal, greats of the game, and a couple interesting selections. So we have a Lou Gehrig. We have a Babe Ruth in a Boston Braves uniform instead of New York. That one's kind of neat. One card, this is a Walter Johnson. I would love to have more Walter Johnson cards. This one reminds me a bit of his, what is it, the Brownback, the T20, is that T207? Not the golden ones, but the Brownbacks, you know what I'm talking about. It looks kind of like that picture. It reminds me of that. Cobb. Honus Wagner. Don't have any, I don't think I have any Honus Wagner cards in my, no, I have one. I have one of the Fleers from the 60s. That's right. Home Run Baker. We also have other selections here. We have Enos Slaughter. And this is where I was talking about, I don't have enough stuff to store these bigger cards, and they came loose. It wasn't packaged real right. Walter Alston. Got a Cy Young with some staining. John McGraw. We're almost done. There's only a couple more here. Casey Stengel. And the last one is the Johnny Mize. Now, I have not seen that set. As of right now, they're out there and not very expensive. But I could see somebody going like, you know what? I like the history of that. It's not a common set. It's an artist who, he didn't only do the mantle. I didn't look up the other ones, but he made a handful of other, he did a handful of the other cards in that set as well. So he had done multiple sets, which is pretty neat. So again, I'll just show that one more time. It's weird showing a set where you have Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and still feeling like this is the key card. When you have a set when you got Lou Gehrig, Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, Ty Cobb, and I still go, this is the card that I really wanted out of there. But I got the whole set for like $10. I think it was like $3 or $4 to ship, including those Rod Crews. You know, let me know if you think that was a good deal. Let me know if anybody has heard of those or seen them before. All right, that's it. Bader out.